I've tried many methods of making biochar over the last 10 years. Single barrels, double barrels, and I've used a barrel with a pipe going from the top all the way underneath to burn the off gas. All these ideas are pretty much better than the old days in making a pile of wood and then putting dirt and sod over it, which seems like an awful lot of work. I came up with an idea that could be much better than the old sod charcoal burn piles of making biochar or charcoal. I start by making a trench. Here you see half the gasoline tank that I cut in half. It's going to be a lid to contain the biochar. Here's the stove I built out of 3 small steel barrels that just shoved inside each other. It goes in the hole as the heater. Just testing to see how it works. This stove could also be a great camp stove as well as a heater. Here I'm putting steel on the sides of the hole to try to prevent collapse on me so I can keep using the same hole for quite a while. Here putting in the heating part, then I'll start stacking wood around it so we can turn on the heat. This pipe is for the reburner for the gas coming off. I cut it at an angle on the end of the pipe so it'll create a kind of a venturi. Fire burns pretty hot and you can see the gas coming off. I keep filling any smoke holes that turn up. This is my first burn, and which is pretty good stuff. It has that metallic ring that makes it sound like it's done. This is a second batch I made. It's really good charcoal too. It's actually some cottonwood. Put my rototiller into the trench to try to chew up the small pieces of charcoal left. This idea could be scaled up to 1,000 or 10,000 gallon tank if you have big enough machinery. I've tried many methods of crushing up charcoal. Here I'm putting it into a container and beating it with a big hammer, putting it in a bag on the road and just driving over with the car. Third was using electric shredder, which was pretty good, but you have to seal everything up really well to keep from suffocating from the charcoal. One of the weirdest methods I've tried is getting an old pair of hockey skates and putting them on and just put them in a big container and stomping all over it with the skates. Someday I would like to make a charcoal crusher from car tires that were close together that are turning at slightly different speeds so that run the charcoal between them would grind and crush between them at the same time. One of the experiments I've tried with charcoal is to make a pile of charcoal in the top of my worm bin, and usually by the next day it's all gone. I like to run biochar through my worms to inoculate with the right organisms. Thank you. I've studied a lot about biochar, and the sequestration of carbon is a great thing, but it's really just the home for all the microorganisms and moisture in the soil that stays in place. I've also seen some recent articles saying that it doesn't work very good. But I'll trust the 5,000 years of South America terra preta before I trust the modern scientists. Thank you very much.